Am I allowed to take it now? I need to go to work. Psst. It's a banana. Idiot. Hey! Psst. Hey! I need to go to work. He doesn't care.
You guys don't actually know about this, but it was kind of a mess in the office. Like, everything was everywhere. We started the live stream setup, kind of just sat there. I think Sara actually edited yesterday's vlog with the Mac still on the table here. And I think we actually we showed you guys the setup the other time, I think last week or the week before that. It's pretty elaborate when it comes to setup, and it's kind of a pain in the ass to both set up and then break down because everything has to go back in its spot, because some of the things you see in the live stream is actually things we just use in other rooms. So I'm carrying like tables from other side of the house and making sure the lights work and those things. So I cleaned those up. I actually started cleaning up downstairs a little bit. I think you saw it in yesterday's vlog that our kind of like coffee table was like a mess, and we're terrible lazy hoarders when it comes to stuff like papers and mainly just small stuff like that's for later. That's like future Yoda's problem. In this case, it's current me problem. Also, the floor needs to be vacuumed. That's one of those things like when we have done everything else, that's the last thing I want to do. Also, it's actually really nice weather outside. I actually closed the blinds because it was really bright. And also the kitties were being dicks to each other. It's the first time I saw Cas actively pursuing that little spot on top of the tower, because Finn was sleeping there. I was like, oh, Finn looks so cute for once. Well, multiple times, but this is like the first time that I could just see him without being rattle-tail snaking. And Cas came up in the office. He was like, meow, meow. I was like, okay, dude, I will pet you for a sec. It's fine. I'm trying to edit the vlog. And he jumped up to me on the table and then walked like on this edge in front of my keyboard and then laid down for like a full 2 minutes, being very cute. And he looked at Finn's spot. You could tell that he was up to something. Like within 2 seconds, like the 5 crazy minutes started happening. Finn would basically be the target of multiple, I think, attacks almost, where Finn would be sitting on top and Cas is like, and after 5 minutes, Finn was just tired of his shit. It was like, fuck it, it's not worth this spot. And basically walked off to the couch. And the couch was very exciting for Cas. And Cas was like, this is my spot now! Basically chasing Finn out of the office now. And I just heard them up and down the stairs a couple of times. So I think the crazy 5 minutes is not over yet.
Walk time! Let's go! Remember when we were talking about Ohioan roads? That's about how it looks like. This is nuts!
Someone finally found his rest. Did you get the spot you wanted, Captain Troublemaker? I had a sudden craving for pancakes, but not pancakes out of the ordinary, no! Actually, Sara came up with a really good idea to put powdered sugar with cinnamon in there. Actually, this is the coffee grinder, which is actually amazing to make powdered sugar. If you have regular sugar, but you don't have any power, put it in the coffee grinder for a couple of seconds and just like press a couple of times. And you get fine powder. So I hope that these turn out decent, because these are a little bit big for the first time. I made a little mistake. With the 2 dumbasses for cats that we have, we needed some more carpet cleaner because, well, if you eat foam, you're gonna puke. And I think Finn has been like puking little bits here and there because I think he chewed on the foam downstairs. So yeah, we really need this a whole lot because we were running out of the other stuff that we had from the previous owners. I actually really like this stuff. This is actually meant for pets, so good for us. Also, I've been toying around with the idea of doing a podcast for a while. I mean, we're doing the live shows on Friday night, which are a lot of fun, absolutely a lot of fun, and it's cool to see the growth happening now with more people showing up live and more comments happening, more engagement, and we're doing our best to make it as fun as possible, of course, for us to keep it going. So I've wanted to do a podcast for a while, and I'm going to try to test it out a little bit with some setups that I've already used in the past for live streaming. The only thing is, I want to make it a video podcast. So depending on how things turn out, we might actually do something in a morning show variety. Otherwise, we'll just pre-record it the day beforehand or on the weekend and release it somewhere during the week. But the easiest way is, of course, if it's a video podcast, to just do it in one go and see where we go from there. Luckily, talking is my biggest strength, and I can film easily an hour or so. I made the joke earlier that only in Ohio, 40 degrees can make people very happy and enjoyable. Well, currently it's actually 51. It's so nice. It actually is warm considering. And I know it sounds silly, and Sarah will always complain like, yeah, it's just cold. Could be 70 to 80 degrees like in California where we can move at some point. I'm like, yeah, I know. But 51 is not bad considering the fact that we had a lot of minus temperatures this winter. Not as bad as last year. Even though I wasn't here, I have heard from a lot of complaints in the past that yes, it is cold. I mean, we also went to Michigan where it was really, really cold for us. Actually, my first time that I was legitimately freezing at some point. But I survived so far, and I'm very happy. It's actually kind of cool to finally see the snow melt because I'm so done and tired by all the potholes that I've been for because of the ice, and then the warmth, and then the ice. So, warmth, I'm ready for you now. Payback for earlier, bitch.
Yeah.
That'll go so far.